Sorry, I don't have the thingy anymore. Hey, everybody, how's it going? It's the Otter Samurai here. Sorry, let me just a bit. There we go. There we go. Hey, how's it going? The Otter Samurai here. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Chicken Police Painted Red. Last episode, we were able to find Zip. He got us a clue about a tag. We talked to Dr. Bubo, and it's revealed that the tag is for a psych ward run by this guy himself, Dr. Whatever. It's something Sisusius. Quetzalcoatl. Dr. Quetzal is how people call him.
A snake. I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end.
Don't worry, Sonny. I hate snakes too.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
Ooh, you freak.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuus.
Oh, okay, Sessuus.
But most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
I know.
the predatory
Chicken
division
police.
of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
People made many books about us.
Some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, detective.
Albert Wesker.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler. Ibn Wessler's secret twin.
Ooh.
Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes.
Oh, snap. Hold on.
Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Sorry, I kind of forgot I was,
Now, that's
I didn't
much
announce.
more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service. But you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not
Okay,
even
fine.
It's a matter of life and death.
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the
God, he's so freaking creepy.
a try.
Please, detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Alright, let's get some... Oh, there's no info in him. Okay.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time. His first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
That's where I recognize his voice sounds like Vincent Price.
Immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Huh. Freaky.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family
wasn't God, my back's killing.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
Then how do you make money?
And how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
So you pilfer his money?
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
It's dynasty, not dynasty.
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion.
Hmm.
Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century until finally it went to the crown of Clawville when Hector's great-grandfather
He didn't go
took the
Hector.
throne. The rest is history.
Okay, there's the hit.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
God damn, that's
Well,
impressive.
if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely
Mr.
inheritance.
Featherland.
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person.
Hi, welcome to the show.
I'm sure she's an interesting case.
She lives like 6 hours away. I'm not driving to meet
You can
her.
be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
That makes me super horny, you see?
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery.
Yeah.
I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle.
When did Albert become a resident?
So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day?
I don't like the way his mouth moves. It creeps me out.
It was not long after New Year's Eve. Maybe the first
I gotta
week
stop
of
staring
the
at him. He's gonna
year,
freak me out.
If I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
I'm just gonna look at your Victrola, okay? You freak.
What
Just
was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
oh my god, he fucked Ibn.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Yeah, I'm like not looking at Quetzal. He's too freaky.
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
God, his face is so fucking
Do you
creepy.
think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
What
Kind
kind
of
of
treatment.
special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of
Mr.
course.
Featherland.
So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
He just liked the darkness. He was a freak.
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
I kind of already saw this, and
Do you think he was a threat to others?
He didn't seem like that.
Not like saw the answers,
He was
but
fragile.
I meant the third
Frail,
question. Here,
overwrought.
kind of answered that.
I would have labeled him as a threat to himself, but not to others.
And later, when you came to know him better.
Albert had certain seizures. We found that out quite soon in that surprisingly cold winter. During
Yeah,
those
winter's always cold.
times, his personality distorted. He became almost someone else entirely, almost unrecognizable.
He became Shirley Temple.
Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold,
Ooh.
calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
Wait, what if Ibn is actually Albert?
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
Wait, what if it's Albert that's Ibn and the dead body was actually Ibn? Or Hobart?
Did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
Might as well face it, you're addicted to details.
When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
Okay. Theory time. Hobart is actually dead and Albert is Ibn.
Did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
It's a classic trope in these detective novels.
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Yes.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
He was painting a nude model.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Natasha.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it. Has Albert ever talked to you about Natasha?
Only in superlatives, as if he wasn't talking about a real person, but an ethereal being, about an angel or a demon, something that is not of this world.
It's those green eyes.
And what
They're
do you think
hypnotizing.
about his fantasies?
We are in an institution where almost everyone is hallucinating on a daily basis, Mr. Featherland. It didn't really bother me, but the fluctuations of positive and negative were more disturbing.
Thanks, Doc. I didn't understand a word, but I think I get the point. So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
And he had more personalities.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me.
That was
It
the last straw.
unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
The cat.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed. Right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean.
Who has gorillas in this game?
Terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
Please, it's for the case.
Could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye.
Whoa.
Or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
So you're saying
Damn.
Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Oh, his tongue slipped on her knife, and as for his eye, yeah, it kind of slipped in there too. So, you know, just simple accidents.
Dr.
These things
Quetzal
happen.
is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert. Focus,
Thanks, Sonny.
Confused. Maybe it's not easy for you to talk about it, but did you examine his wounds thoroughly?
I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Featherland, but even I could determine his tongue was either cut out or bitten off. And his eye was gouged out. He also had several broken bones.
Ooh.
But there's no doubt it wasn't an accident.
I don't believe it was, Mr. Featherland.
I totally agree. Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
I'm sure it was Hobart. He ordered his men to mutilate poor Albert.
Albert took over as like a schizophrenic side, forced Hobart to get his
Why
ass
would he
beat.
do that?
Maybe Albert saw something he could accidentally reveal.
To whom? The four walls? A couple of crazies? You?
To anyone, Mr. Featherland.
That bug right outside doing his tweets.
I don't think it's that simple, Doctor. But thank you for your honest opinion.
You're welcome, Detective.
What happened
And
then?
then, how did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother,
It was
who
like-
was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Pretty much.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And
To his
most
brother.
likely his fingers had
My
been
brother!
broken too,
Fuck my brother!
So he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
What?
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Maybe it's one of his personalities that has a locksmith or can do
Unfortunately, I
lockpicking.
have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor.
All right, Doc.
Thank you.
Boom, baby! Legendary Chicken Police back in action. Albert Wetzler disappeared. I have a hunch about what could have happened to him. Albert Wetzler disappeared. We have a hunch about what could have happened to him. Eben most likely killed his own brother. Albert Wetzler made Zip dispose of the body. Seems most plausible right now, anyway. The professor's family has governed the mental health facility in its state for more than 100 years. Quite a heritage, eh? He is cold, reserved, and endlessly professional in his own field. But the thing that happened to Albert even got a rise out of him. No surprises there, I think. Albert's brother, Eben, took him out of the asylum on several occasions to paint that fateful picture in Natasha. Think we have a motive, gentlemen. Oh. Since its foundation, an attempt to conquer Clawville has only been made once. The half-century occupation started in 622 and lasted till 677. During this time, the Harar Empire took over all of Clawville's territories, except its colonies, which in the end, with the help of Silasa and whatever, that one, took back control of Clawville.
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Only if we could see your head.
Miss, those books aren't really...
Don't even tell me. No. I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
Oh, you'd be so disappointed.
I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime. It doesn't...
That was...
Cluck you.
They're still
We need
clucking.
to let them know we're here.
Do I have anything else to say to him?
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wetzler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated...
Horribly muted.
It's different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wetzler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to
Okay.
the Wetzler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Just don't bother the other patients.
Well, that's
Cool.
surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wetzler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Sonny, that's the piss.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
The fuck?
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
Charles Dickens, Great
This
Expectations.
place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Fancy bed.
No, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
Yeah, pretty
You're
much.
right.
As always. Well, I guess the bed has to find a new owner soon.
Are you really so sure he's not alive anymore?
I never said that.
Yeah, see, that just makes me think he for sure is
Small window,
Ibn.
a small hope. A small... Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Yeah, because you don't want to spit roast a girl.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Remember, guys, it's not gay if your dick ain't touching it.
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Oh my god.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems, perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss. Isn't this familiar, Sonny? Just like your office and your desk. Taking a better look around, I can find even more similarities.
Marty.
Okay. Shut up, Marty. I know. Isn't this
Look at that. A letter.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
The style.
Whoa.
It's very familiar to me.
Like the brothel?
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
Cluck you.
This is an original Albert Wessler.
I think so. It's pretty good, I must say. And I saw something
Oh, right.
similar in
Natasha's painting.
room.
You kept me out of it.
Sorry, little boy. Maybe next time.
Whew, it's hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
Okay, Marty, that's enough.
Whew.
Anything around it? Because I keep apparently missing major clues around something minor.
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
The Jewish star. The Star of David. Oh, I know what to do. Come on. No! Damn it! I was gonna write penis. Wait, I can do better. Cock! There we go. I can't. It will take too long to write penis. So cock. Am I supposed to circle around? I found a clue. Eyes. No. The Star of David. No. Yeah, nice infinity symbol, dumbass.
Identical twins. And looking at it...
I know I don't exist. I don't exist because you don't see me. But I'm not what you think I am. You don't think about me, do you? Never. No. I think of you every day, every minute, always. In my dreams, I have become one with him, one soul. You know what I'm thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel that I'm there too? With you? Do you feel it, right? I can't hold it in myself for long. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. The world is crashing down. The whole world is just rotting and rotting. Everything is just rotting all around me. I have to get out of here to become one with my destiny and one with you. Forgive me. Wait, N-N-I-H-E, no.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
He killed his brother.
What do you make of this?
What do you mean?
Oh
What do you
shit, sorry.
make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
Dun
What do
dun
you
dun.
Everything will be revealed soon.
I knew it. I'm calling
Why
it
do you have
now.
to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
I'm calling
If
it.
I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So,
Back to Clawville. What do you make of it?
why do you have...
If I'm...
What's that?
I just have to...
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home. Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen, and happy investigating.
All
I'm
right.
sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda.
Oh.
You've already helped enough.
We need to let them...
Albert fell fatally in love with Natasha. What was that the reason he had to die? Here we go, Hotel Atlas.
Oh, I don't believe
Oh
this.
no,
Those two
again?
Take them out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
Damn you, son of a bitch. Wait, I'm shooting my car. Shit.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
Hey, hey, hey. Take that. Shoot your car, assholes.
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Dun, dun, dun. God, I'm so red.
Tell
Ew.
me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece.
Ooh, clue time. Let's go.
Start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
That has to be right. Natasha's secret. No. Not sure. That's it. No. No. No.
Natasha tried to show us the painting.
4 times the charm. Natasha's secret. Okay, so it's an item. That's it.
That painting would have shown us the way.
To Albert Wessler. Thank you, Zip.
To Ibn and Albert
Oh.
Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
And he fell in love. Not now. Fatal love.
Which made Albert fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother.
I knew
Take
it.
his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
Ibn is the one that's dead. Albert's alive.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think
I knew
she
it.
knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Ooh.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
Hey.
No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
I'll just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
Hey, honey, pop another egg in the cooch. I got a story to tell you.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Because Albert or Ibn would have been like, I'm Ibn.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical plan.
Damn, Albert.
Insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
Yeah, this is classic detective stuff.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Damn me, I'm getting all the girls. You know what? Fuck me. I'm gonna write a letter and say that I'm a murderer. Let's go. Solve this
Something
crime.
like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Dun dun
If
dun.
there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
Let's start by wrapping up.
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together again.
You're my best friend, Marty.
Me.
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever, apologized?
I don't think so.
Then let's leave it that way.
I apologize for shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's okay, Marty. It happens even to the best of friends.
I'll remember what you've just said, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me?
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team.
Hey, you're not stuttering.
What is it?
You, Lewis. You don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
I hope there's another Chicken Police game, because this is fun.
Boys, don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be part of an adventure of the Chicken Police.
Maybe the last one, too.
No.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Yeah, he is.
Pardon?
I give Lewis a big kiss on the cheek.
Nothing.
I will give you a big honking kiss, Lewis.
Look, Sonny. I think if we go now, there's no turning back. Not today, at least. So, are you ready?
I'm still thinking about it, Marty.
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
His dick isn't as big as his brother's.
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like, he's not himself anymore.
It was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Ooh.
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
It's up to me, the player.
Yeah, right. Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
So, what do you think, now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But
really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
Relax.
Alright. Well, why do you say that?
Relax, soldier. It'll be fine.
Alright. Well, why do you say that?
You were staring at that building so hard, I thought you could use some encouragement.
Are you shitting me? You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Not at all.
I have feelings too, you know.
I never said otherwise. Did you forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Might be the last time I see it.
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows? Maybe I am.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
I'd just be wasting all the cop ammo.
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell.
Something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me.
Aw.
That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, cluck.
Yeah. Fuck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on,
What?
Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well. Cluck again.
Ah, cluck me. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't need sentimental crap. We're gonna go talk to Wessler once and for all.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready.
What about all the other people? Fuck all the other people.
Pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over. Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything?
She said the truth in her song.
From behind the curtain. Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Never ask that, Sonny.
Here I am, Natasha.
Ooh.
I hope you're waiting for me.
There's a lot of green in here. Ow. Ow, my legs.
Gods, I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty. And half the Council of 12.
I
Ooh.
think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us.
Yeah, because we kept shooting his guards.
I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really? Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's
Nah.
impossible.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Hey, fast, chickens.
Cheekies.
Excuse my partner. He didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits. As you may already know.
You know, like shooting you from my car.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
Why about we finish you off?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
Is that so?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so horny.
That's so horny.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sights while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not
Damn,
gonna
Gabriel,
do
calm
that
down.
anymore. Until next time, boys.
Do you sense that, Sonny?
I do sense something. A case of hyper stupidity.
And utter incompetence.
You're right.
Don't shit with me, you foul. It won't work well for you.
I'm afraid my partner speaks the truth, gentlemen.
Such tall and handsome creatures, aren't they, partner?
I bet they fuck each other on the side.
Do you sense that?
Okay, never mind. I just wanted to fuck with them.
Lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Well, let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Shoot Olivia.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
$5.
Yeah, just don't let it be us. Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Hey, baby.
Lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin,
Martin.
don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
Yeah, I don't speak English, dumbass. Natasha!
What do they not understand, Olivia?
That my pussy is fresh?
So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
A bullshit.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
I give kids lip dance.
Thank you, Miss Itzenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
No.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's alright, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Damn straight.
Yes, Miss Katzenko.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned
Nope.
us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
We're solving this case.
You know who left the threats.
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
God damn.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things? That she used to be
A whore?
escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha.
I know my wife was a
I
whore.
also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
Price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
That's okay, Albert.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
And I'll strip right in front of you.
This way, please.
You got a little cheese for this rat?
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes,
Coffee.
whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Alright, here we go. Farewell from Fowls. Ooh, painting. Hey, did you know I've seen that painting before?
What do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, because they kept shooting me.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
Aw, thanks.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns.
With this horrible decor. What were you thinking, Albert?
While we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you've nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right? I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With
All right.
pleasure, Mr. Wessler. I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Hmm.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
She ain't no whore, she's a slut.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you
Maybe.
just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make
Meh.
me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
The king?
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Detective?
Not yet.
Grrr.
Right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but, he's a rather troubled individual.
Why are you talking about yourself like that?
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
It's because you
We'll
painted
get
it.
to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
The crime is the art.
This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Picture's worth 1,000 words.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who'd you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
Yeah, yes, you.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
Okay.
You think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Yeah.
Why do you ask that?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha.
More like a confession.
In which he
Ooh.
tells her he's capable of doing anything for her. Even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not normal. No one would believe
He's
his
not a
words, don't
normie.
you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
She loves them, but not me.
What do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness?
My
and
wife?
Darkness?
My wife?
What could you know about hate? Huh?
My wife? Time for the final questioning. Oh shit!
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first. to soften him up. And to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
Phil.
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
That's why I killed him first.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable?
Comfortable.
All of this was just some kind of cruel game for me. I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Aww.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
It's got the Bugs Bunny me. Yeah.
Analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler. But you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler?
Did I ever believe? I still do. I believed it all along. Don't you get it? I am Ibn Wessler.
And also, Albert Wessler.
I see you're starting to understand.
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
Have a gun bouncing right in your face.
You're not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
See this gun waving in your face? I'm cold-blooded killer.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect.
Haha, look, he's twitching in the gun. He's freaking out.
Ibn's ghost.
Is what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will.
I took his essence all up inside me.
I guess that's too much for you to understand.
Dirty.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him. When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Okay, freak.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Wow.
Do you think you can explain everything with your insanity?
Don't be a fool, Sonny. Insanity is just a temporary state. Just a stop on the way to enlightenment.
So you admit you're insane. That's surprising for your kind.
Of course I'm not insane.
Ah, well, here we are.
Albert was insane. He lost all connections to reality. But I saved him.
By killing him and taking his place.
I mean, you're Ibn?
Both of us, Mr. Featherland.
Okay. I almost understand everything now.
Don't mock me, Mr. Featherland. You're still at the wrong end of the gun, you remember?
It would be hard to forget. When did you decide that we too have to die?
Can I be honest? I didn't want to hurt you, even after what you've done at the club, after interrogating Natasha and me so cruelly. I didn't care. You just saw what's on the outside, just scratching the surface.
Okay.
Until we found Deborah.
I didn't even know about you finding her until the phone call from the Nile. Then it all became clear. I understood I underestimated you. I had to remedy that mistake before it was too late.
You remove anyone if they happen to cross your path, don't you? Without batting an eye.
Ibn had always been like that. Albert the opposite, so don't think I wasn't struggling, but eventually, yeah. Courage won, every time.
You mean fear?
Yeah. What do you know about these concepts, detective? You spent your life chasing petty nobodies until you turned into one of them.
I may be a nobody, Mr. Wessler, but at least I know who and what I am. I'm Santino Featherland.
Damn straight, motherfucker.
Can you still tell who you really are? Albert, Ibn, both of them? Neither.
Enough, Santino. Enough games. Ask your last question before I get tired of you and pull the trigger.
I'm very close to
breaking
him, but if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper.
We gotta dig a little deeper.
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was simply amazing.
Oh god, my bad.
Kind, lively, but still so distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
He's freaking out. He's freaking out. He can't focus.
I think I do, yes.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him.
I fucked my brother.
It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Natasha.
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Oh god.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Damn straight.
I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him,
Ow.
become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable.
Ah, my ears.
Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
Every time I smoke a cigarette.
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
They always use that line.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
'Cause you're a rat and I'm a cuck.
Hi, Mr. Featherland.
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Sherlock Holmes. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. The madman took his brother's place and tried to tie up loose ends. If we don't catch him now, maybe it'll be too late. Come on. Yes, stare down, chicken stare down. Did he just seriously fucking shit? Oh shit! Natasha, why? The painting is stained with blood.
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops. But how? How do they know?
They heard a gunshot and you're just like, oh god, let's get to
I
that.
have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia did.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I hide in closet.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her.
The dame with a loaded gun.
Hello, boys.
You don't sound pissed off to see
Now,
us.
before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
The fuck?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, Mike.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that.
Yes, boss.
Don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Nice.
Sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Well, fuck you, Blood Boil. Is that better?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Kinky.
What?
Farewell, my
Are
lovely.
you waiting for me to change my mind?
Yes.
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Get the bark out of here.
Santino,
No, sir.
then get the...
Rat night. Ooh. Oh, hey, Philmar.
You. What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Still here.
Your grandpa? So, was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
What?
So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
Ow, God, my
You
dick.
and your promises.
Some people still
Butthead.
take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
You wish, pal.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not much.
Anyway,
Bye.
thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those fur heads would have put holes in us.
No wonder,
Yep.
since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
It's a surprise.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me. How did you know we were here?
I always.
A little
pay
birdie
attention,
told me.
Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Fucking
Get
Marty.
used to it, Marty.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
35, Sonny. I like high heels.
God damn, how big are her
And
fucking
because
feet?
There's 2 of you. 2 pairs will do for a start.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty. I want shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
Shoes. Let's get some shoes. Shoes.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, Mon.
See you at the...
Alright, Tim.
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
Yeah, fuck you, Tim.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
No, fuck you, Tim.
Clock off, Tim.
Clock off.
Hey! Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler Empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim. You can quote me on that.
Oh my god, he said I was so full of shit.
Just one quote, guys.
So, what now? Where to next?
I go give birth to cat-rat babies.
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
Except I killed, so why do I mourn?
I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
You feel horny for
I
me?
understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything,
A strong cock by your side?
Yes, I know where to find you.
see you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
Goodbye, detectives. And what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days.
I wish I could sleep for 3 days.
Forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. If there's anything I can do.
Lap dance?
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right. Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha.
Oh.
You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Yeah, so it balances out.
Well, I won't argue about that.
Thank you.
We...
Oh, hey, Bosco.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just, wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I'm gonna have to file for unemployment. You know how fucking hard that is?
Didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
You wanna be our secretary?
If there's anything at all.
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
If there's...
Gentlemen?
Gentlemen?
Gentlemen? Gentlemen? Grrr.
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this, rather nasty situation.
Nasty.
Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens.
Chicken.
Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
We will be in separate cells. I have seen enough of his catcock. I want different.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
So long, guy. So long, guys.
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's got to take care of the real police.
You good boy. It's a pet puppy.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
We like to cluck shit up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Damn straight, Bosco.
Sideways, Bosco. Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Nice catch.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicken Police. In the flesh.
Damn it,
Okay.
Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no,
You're
boy.
clucking.
This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
What the
Stand
cluck?
up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention, Chicken Police. Say cheese.
Chicken Police is back together? Blood Boil's like, I want it on this photo. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Following animal species were not included in this game: Indo-Chinese tiger, northern white rhino, Spix's macaw, Hawaiian tree snail, Indian cheetah, Alicos, foliage. What the fuck is a foliage cleaner? Bullinger speckled skink, Bramble K, Millamweeze, Katarina pupfish, Chinese paddlefish, Gorkin rubber fox, cryptic tree hunter, Puli, a bunch of other fucking animals I'm not gonna read. Lost shark. Mostly because during development of the game, all these species declared extinct, according to the lowest possible scientific between 1,000 times higher than the natural extinction rate. Well, this was Chicken Police. This was fun. I really love this game. Oh shit, that's what the original was? That first black and white photo looks so familiar. I feel like I've seen it before. Aw, there's the inspiration for Natasha. So cute. Murder my sweet. Meta my tweet. But yeah, Chicken Police was a really fun game. I like visual novels. They're fun to play. But detective stories are great too. I absolutely love reading them sometimes. Wait. Oh, that's another language. I don't know that. But I had an absolute blast playing this game. The clues, the interrogation, the side games like the shooting stuff and the fire rope thing, that was cool. I didn't expect that. John Garasio did his best. Tom Clark Hill. Deborah Wilson. I don't think I'm. This Gun for Hire. This Done for Hire. I don't think I recognize any of those names. I feel bad. Dude. Bosco. Hey, Sonny. Elvis, Mowgli. Lazy Sports. Hey, Tim Schafer, the creator of Psychonauts. Hayao Miyazaki, Studio Ghibli. Shinichiro Watanabe. I probably know the name, but I can't remember right now.
It's dead.
It's dead. This was an absolute treasure to play. I'm just so still happy with this about the whole thing. To be continued. Ooh, will they make a sequel?
Natasha?
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
You came without a subtitle. What?
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
Alright, cheap shit.
I used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Aww.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a
Look at that live action
trying
shit.
to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Get there. Call me. Aww. 555-223. Whatever happens, happens. Spike Spiegel. Que sera, sera. Well, that was it. That was Chicken Police Painted Red. Everybody, thank you so much for following along. If you missed any of the action, the episode will be on my YouTube channel later under The Otter Samurai. Hit like and subscribe, and for now, since it's the month of spookies, we're just going to focus on spooky games and spooky uploads. So look forward to that on the daily on my YouTube channel. Tonight we'll have probably it's a simple spooky. It's not much a spooky game, but more spooky amusement. But we'll have the video uploaded later, so come check it out later when it's on YouTube. All right, see ya.